me and Grit like that music, and it's some I think it was some type of music from I, I think from Waterdeep, but I think they're called I think he's called Elvish Presley, and
No.
yeah, it's some Elvish song. Although I don't like elves, and and I am talking to you, even though you got them pointed ears there, Mister
Uh-huh.
Lynn. I can see you got pointed ears, but I'll tell you what, you don't seem too bad, and you didn't hit Lump with a big club like Hargle did, and you didn't call me stupid. But yeah, I don't like the elves because they killed my mommy and my daddy. But
Oh
you seem
no.
to be all right. But I don't like those pointy-eared people.
Well, Lump, you seem all right too. I thank you for speaking with us. Are
Oh,
you planning to stay here?
yeah. Well, this is where Lump's got nowhere to go. Hey, you want some of my oil?
I was gonna ask if you don't mind. I kind of ran out, and I felt how nice and soft your arm is. I really could use some little bit more oil.
Well, hold out your hand. I'll give you some.
Oh, wait.
And he
Okay.
takes his bottle. He goes, "You can't have it
Uh,
all. It's made by. It says jojoba, and then it's oily vole. The name of it, I don't know what it means, but it's made by
Excellent.
somebody named Jojoba. Joby,
Jojoba.
Joba. I don't know. Lump's
All
not a
right.
very good reader.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it.
Uh, you can't have the whole bottle.
I'll hold up my hand then.
He dumps some in there. He dumps some in your hand and says, "No, don't use it all at once. It only takes a couple of drops. It spreads like oil on water."
You can't. I don't suppose you could sing us a little Elvis Presley, could you?
I might. Well, I guess I might be able to. This is,
A little. I think one of the songs is like Blue Suede something. Blue Suede.
well, I
Blue,
got me a woman way across town. She's good to me. Oh, yeah. Everybody clap your hands for me. Let's all do it. I'm gonna rip it up. I'm gonna rock it up. I'm gonna shake it up. Shake, 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 baby. Oh, yeah. That's Elvis Presley. And Grit, ow, I just hit my hand on my microphone. That really hurt. But Grit likes Elvis Presley too. We listen to it all the time. We got these little musical machines that plays it. It's nice.
oh, that's great. I applaud for him. Well done, Lump. I really enjoy your company.
Yeah, same.
I almost wish you could come with us.
Uh, Lump just wants his rat. Hey, maybe you can help Lump. I help. Maybe you can help Lump.
What
Maybe
would? Yeah.
if you find scratches, bring me a scratches.
Well, didn't you say Scratches was dead? You want a dead rat?
Well, uh, no, I could name a new rat Scratches. We'll call him
Oh, okay.
Scratches. Scratches the second.
All right, Lump. We'll keep an eye out.
Thanks, everybody. Well, I'm gonna get
You
back
find a
into
different
my.
animal? Do you want it?
Uh,
Would you like a different animal, maybe?
yeah, I'd like to have a little pet gnome.
Let me get him.
I'd hug
No,
him
no, no,
and cuddle
no,
him and squeeze him all over.
no. This gnome is much too bristly for any of that.
Oh,
Just
okay.
we're not going to give him gimbal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, too good. So he jumps back into the tub.
All right, that's good.
While we're in his little corridor, do we see like anything that like sticks out to us?
When you're in the corridor that you're in,
Besides his
yeah,
mouth?
to the left, in the sort of like the back corner of Lump's room, yeah, there's a corridor that goes about 30 feet. It's all filled in with rubble.
What was that way?
Oh, that's just my hiding spot. No big deal. You can't go that way anyway. It's just a dead end and it's my hiding spot.
Hiding spot? You have goodies?
No. Nope.
You don't sound so sure.
I got a couple things. I mean, I kind of found something. I mean, I found a nice big colorful cup. Had a bunch of shinies on it. So I kind of kept it, and I put it in my little wooden box. You want to see it?
Yes.
What's wrong with you? Your voice is weird.
So he goes over and he starts digging through the rubble and he pulls out this little wooden box. And he opens it up and he pulls out this, like, chalice. And he's kind of like, he's pulling out, well, first off, he's pulling off a bunch of, like, bright, colorful bird feathers and stuff. And he says,
I know what's in here somewhere.
and then he pulls out this beautiful marble engraved chalice. And he shows it to all of you guys, and it has the faces of 3 grinning dwarves on the chalice. And they have amethyst gems for eyes. And it looks pretty valuable. Looks like it's probably worth about 500-600 gold.
This is I found this, and it's lumps. This is what I drink out of. And I have my
Find you
bird feathers.
Can I have that?
No, what do you have to trade?
Well, if I find you a pet, can I have that?
I don't know. Cup got gems. Gems very valuable. I don't know.
You look like a very simple man, Lump. You don't look like you need much money.
Hey, just because I'm not the smartest, I admit that. But I don't know if I'm going to give this cup away, though.
Hey, what's up, Arv?
You can't beat lifetime companionship.
Thanks, Arv. Welcome, man.
I'll tell you what, though.
Give me a persuasion check, actually. Thanks, guys, for the raid. I appreciate it. We're kind of having a little.
That'd be like
bit of
charisma.
Yeah, you can give me a charisma persuasion. It's on your second tab, on the skills tab. Thank you guys for the raid. Welcome everybody. Mage, Elias, Wolf Boy, Echo Alpha, Nonstop, Av, Jedi Burner. Welcome everybody.
No, I'm not going to trade. No, I'm not trading my cup. This is my cup.
If you guys haven't headed over to Arv's channel,
It was worth a shot.
hit the follow button on his channel, guys.
No, Lump doesn't want to give up his cup. He likes those dwarves. They got those big shiny teeth. No, Lump no give cup up.
And then he starts to pick up all of the feathers and stuff that he threw out of the box as well and puts them back into the box. And then he closes the box and he goes right back over to the rubble where he dug it out of the rubble, and then he puts the box back in, and then he puts all of the rocks back on top of the box to hide it. And then he takes off his smoking jacket and gets back into his bathtub.
Can you reshare the map?
Yeah, sure.
Good stuff.
Welcome, Avenats. Yeah, thanks for the raid, guys. Appreciate it. We're playing 5e Ghost of Dragonspear Castle.
Where do we head now?
We're on part 3.
I heard Gimbal chanting, so I'm sure he's up to something.
Yeah, so he's got like his incense and his chalks and all of his little symbols and whatnot.
No. I get out a little crystal, Dave, and I peer through each facet of the crystal, and then I speak like a greeting in like a different language. It's like Guten Morgen and Good Morning, and it just go through a bunch of language, and that's how I perform this ritual.
As he's doing that,
wow.
I still have that balloon from Carrot Top. I'm going to fill it up.
The balloon from Carrot Top.
I'm going to pinch the nozzle of it so it makes that screeching sound.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So with my free hand, I flip you the bird. And continue on with my ritual.
Stop.
So with your ritual, your comprehend languages ritual, those words that are in front of this massive 2,500-pound iron anvil dedicated to the god of Morden and the dwarves, it says, "Praise Morden."
Dad, got it.
It says, "Praise Morden" in a dwarvish script.
All right. Well, it's worth a try. And I do understand and can read Dwarvish for the next hour, so we'll see if that's useful later.
All right. But this is the anvil that who kind of described and talked about?
Oh yeah, this is the spot. So we just need to get that hammer.
Yeah, this is King Derval. This is what he talked about.
Well, here's Derval's anvil, but I think we need to find that hammer first, guys.
All right, onward then.
Thanks, 626.
This little figure that we have in the party sheet, is that something that we just like recently acquired?
In the party sheet, which one now?
The lapis lazuli.
Yeah, that's pretty much like anything with like gold values and stuff. We usually keep in party treasure, and then when you get back to town, we usually sell that stuff and just divide the money up equally between everybody. So there will be quite a few things that do accumulate in there every time that you leave town. But there is some there are a couple items in there not claimed. There's some dust of dryness. There's 3 pinches of that.
So who's carrying that dust of dryness, by the way?
I guess it's just in sort of like I guess we could say it's kind of in limbo. Sort of like as a like party loot, and then you get I said, you guys can just take that stuff out.
Yeah, I'll carry that just so if there's an opportunity to use it, I've got it.
Okay.
And I'll also load up the spell book.
Okay. Yeah, it's y'all's stuff, so you guys can just take those items out as you wish. But I do recommend keeping the gold piece items in there so you guys can get like an even kilt of the loot. So
I was just curious because it seems like on the info it kind of depicts this anvil. That's why I was asking about it. Like,
all right. So as we're rifling around stuff, maybe it sort of pops out into view and you see it. You can mention something about it if you want to.
Oh, the lapis lazuli, yeah, it does. It's like it's a carving of Morden basically banging on an iron on a like an iron anvil. It wasn't. It was actually determined earlier that it wasn't magical. It just had a very hefty gold piece value. Now, as for if there was anything in there that was magical, it would say something like a fancy longsword or, shoddy longsword, and then you'd have to identify it.
We do have one unidentified item. What exactly is that?
What item is unidentified? What does it say? It is the Iron Dwarven coin. That is the one that you just found in the iron safe back in the woodworking shop.
All right, you have that, Gimbal. Did you grab that?
So this is the anvil, the one that King Derval Iron Eater talked about. You need to have the anvil, his hammer, and smash it upon the anvil, and the fire key is inside. And you know, it's like Thor had actually told you, the Red Wizards of Thay, they wanted to take this anvil back to Thay, far to the east. But the orcs and the dwarves said, no, you're not taking that anywhere. All right. And there's like almost 150 of these runes all over the wall of this chamber, of this temple. So you guys at least know where the fire key's at now. Now it's just trying to get inside of that anvil to actually get it, to get the key out. So what do you think, adventurers?
Do we know where to get some thermite, Dave?
Some thermite. Oh, that's a good try. I should almost give you inspiration for that. Inside here, Lynn, you can see this room has 3 statues. Looks like some type of sculptor's shop or sculptor's station, or maybe some type of old shop from an old dwarvish or elvish kingdom. But there's all kinds of tools and broken blocks of granite and marble kind of all over the place. And under these tarps that have already been pulled over, there's some tarps in front because of the wolf actually pulled the tarps off as he was kind of looking through the rooms. There's 3 large shapes, and the left statue, and these statues are about 6 to 7 feet tall, and they show exquisite dwarven stone masonry. I mean, these are beautiful statues, probably really valuable as well. And they're not finished yet. They're only done from about the waist up. And the statue on the left, it depicts a female dwarf cradling a baby in her arms. Now the middle statue, it is made of granite, and this statue portrays an armored male dwarf, and he's in like mid-leap, and he's swinging an iron hammer downward. And the statue on the right, it is depicting an armored male orc with a heavy brow and wide smile, and he's kind of looking towards you. It kind of feels like the statue's actually looking at you, and he's giving you the big thumbs up. as he's like jumping and looking at you and smiling. Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. Most people have that reaction to me anyway.
Yeah, two, a male dwarf, a female dwarf, and an orc male on the right, respectively.
So I'm automatically drawn to the one on the right, and I want to take a look at just the statue and see if I can search and find anything. Just checking it out, see if there's anything interesting on it.
Which statue?
The one on the far right. My good friend, the dwarf.
Sure. You don't see anything like out of the ordinary. It just looks like an orc. Who that orc is representing, you have no clue who it is. There could be ways to find out, but I'll leave that up to you guys. Now, I will, The male dwarf,
yeah.
it is
he
depicting...
doesn't look like Derval?
It's, well, let's see. The dwarf in the middle kind of resembles King Derval a little bit, but it doesn't quite look like him. Even as you've seen Derval in his old stages before he died on you in mid-sentence. He actually kind of looks like this. If this isn't King Derval, it's probably one of his brothers.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's holding a real hammer. He is holding a real hammer. As you kind of wipe the dust off of the middle statue, that's actually a real hammer under that dust.
Hey, maybe that's the hammer we need.
Gimbal, I'm sure it's not the hammer we need. So I'll go over and pull on it and say, see, it's just part of the statue.
Yeah, as you say, see, and you yank on it really hard, it comes out right out of his hand, and you're holding this,
like,
this hammer.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're holding this hammer, and it looks just like Derwin's hammer. Because remember,
look at that.
King Derval said that his brother Derwin actually found the hammer when he was talking to you guys back in Daggerford. He told you that his brother was the one that actually found the hammer.
Oh, not his son. Okay, yeah, I was thinking his son. Okay. Well, look at this. And so I want to hold it up and look at it and dust it off, maybe. I wonder what this is for.
I'm gonna whip out my focus and I'm gonna start the ritual for detect magic.
Sure, yeah. You got 10 minutes. And you can still hear Lump singing Elvish Presley from the other room.
Hey,
he's still singing away.
So, but before I start, I just get my crystal out and I'm getting ready and I'm like, hey, go ask your brilliant friend over there. You wanted to maybe he knows about this stuff. And then I start my enchanting.
Yeah, speaking of that, Gimbal, how attached are you to dog?
And then again, the middle finger comes up on the free hand.
Next week too.
Okay. All right, so yeah, while he's doing that, I'll run over here and just
on next Friday
with the hammer held out, ask Lump if he knows what this is.
Hey, hey, where did you find that? That's a pretty hammer.
Oh, it was over in the next room, in one of the statues.
Oh, that orc statue's so funny looking. Yeah, that was that actually, you took that hammer? That actually came out? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hammer.
Wasn't even trying to.
Yeah, Thor, he was showing me and Grit these statues one time. Well, anyway, I'll get to the other statue, but that statue, actually is Derwin, his brother.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's King Derval's brother, Derwin.
Yep. Oh, okay. So
it sure is.
What about the lady who's the female dwarf? Do you know that?
I don't know who that lady is. All I know is that when you take that baby out, oh man, that thing starts wailing and starts crying. when me and Lump were little jits, me and Grit, we used to take that baby and we used to hide it all over the place, and it would just ring and ring, and all the orcs and the dwarves would get mad, and we'd just be laughing. They'd take them days to find that thing.
Okay. What about the other dwarf on the far right, the one that thumbs up?
Yeah, that was. He's kind of scratching his head a little bit as he dumps a little bit more oil of Olay from Jojoba into his bathtub, and he says, "Well, that is an orc named Prook, and Prook was the last orc chieftain." And then Hargavargal killed him. So Hargavargal said, "Don't work on that statue anymore." But he yelled. I used to hear him yelling at the dwarves that were making that statue because Prook wanted it. But then Hargavargal said, "Stop it! You don't make that statue anymore." And it was just crazy. But nope, that's what they are.
All right. Well, thanks again, Lump. You can get back to your bath.
Did you find me a rat yet?
Still working on it. Still working on it.
All right.
And so I'll come back and hopefully it's done chanting by now.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 minutes go by. And you also notice that baby does look like it's actually independent, like that hammer was. And it's just kind of resting in the cradling arms of the female dwarf.
Yeah, so I'll tell everybody that what he told me. If you take the baby, it'll scream. Probably not a good idea.
Well, this is actually a licensed product of Wizards of the Coast.
So I'll hold out the hammer to
Fantasy Grounds.
Gimbal.
Yeah,
and say,
so
well,
Got a
my
full Wizards of the Coast license.
my
It's beautiful.
ritual is complete, so I'm gonna
But no, the 4th
look at
edition.
the hammer and also look at the
Tabletop never
statues
happened.
and try to figure out what's going on here in this room.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about it. Now, as you're done with your ritual, the baby, it is magical, and it reveals like faint auras of conjuration and abjuration.
Okay.
Yeah. But the hammer
and-
does not glow.
Well, it doesn't look like the hammer's magical. The baby is, though. Anybody want a baby?
If you pick it up, it'll
None of us
start
gonna
wailing. Oh
Ooh.
yeah, oh yeah, and
That doesn't seem like a very useful magic item. Seems like a pretty annoying one, though.
Lump says that it will not stop yelling and crying until it is put back into the mother's arms. Elvish Presley. Love it.
That is awesome.
Well, I have a hammer and there's an anvil over here. I'm gonna walk over here and hit it.
Okay, you go into the temple, you hit that hammer on the anvil, and that hammer just shatters into 1,000 pieces like glass. Nothing happens.
Oh.
I guess that wasn't the hammer we were looking for. Worth a try, though. Good job. All right, guys, let's see what else is down here. Gimbal just trots off down the hall looking for new adventure.
It looks like you've got all of the complex to the east is all looks like it's all taken care of. All discovered. Now you guys can actually hear what's going on here. And as you guys are coming into this chamber, which is this place is a wreck. And there's all kinds of potholes in the floor, there's potholes in the ceiling, rubble strewn all over the place. And you hear some sniffling and crying. And as you come inside, in a chamber to the north, you can see that there are about a dozen or so, almost close to a dozen, half-orc they're half-orc children. They're huddling in this 10-foot wide hallway. And they're all crying and huddling, and they're all like, they see you and they're all scared of you, and they're all kind of pushing back against the wall, just kind of compacting more and more inside of that little chamber.
Hey, look, Lynn. They're all the orphans you made.
Fireball.
Yeah, I think I remember you killing more than, well, just as many as I did.
What's that? Oh, no, there's more. Much
just
more.
as many.
Yeah, just much more.
So
I ignore them and I continue. I continue on.
yeah, Lynn is drawn to them then.
Sure. There's also a bunch of runes on the floor as well. And like I said, this place is just riddled. It doesn't look like there's anything here, anything of any kind of value. But there is to the north, that's a ramp where they're hiding. It's at about a 20-degree angle or so. And those kids are just compacted in there.
Well,
But
maybe
it's got
Lump
all
can
kinds
take
of
care
rubble,
of
and you can't go through there as well. And like I said, these kids are just scared of you. And they're just kind of trying to get away from you, but there's nowhere for them to go. As
So
you're
Lynn
approaching
will,
them.
yeah, Lynn will, because he thinks that they'd like it if they sort of had something to furry to play with and stuff. So to try to cheer him up, he'll put the owlbear hood on and get real big and growl as he sort of walks up to him slowly.
They start to cry.
Yeah.
They start to cry. Give me a persuasion check, though. Most of them start to
Torturing
cry.
little kids.
No, it's fun. It's fun. so I do something like I don't know, trip and fall or something, makes them laugh. I don't know.
Yeah, you trip and fall. Go ahead and take damage from your sword. No, I'm just kidding. So one of the kids comes out and he says, "Yeah, so," and he's like a half orc, half dwark kid. There's a mixture of both dwarks and full blown orcs. And he says, "So what are you gonna do? You're gonna take the ogre chieftain's cloak? You're gonna come in here and wear it and taunt it in our faces and try to scare us and ooga booga and all this other stuff? You're a real jerk."
Yeah. I forgot that was his. No, I'm sorry. I was just I was trying to comfort you, trying to have some fun with you, to ease the tension.
Yeah, to ease our suffering, right? Just because you killed all of our parents, you knucklehead.
You seem quite mature for a child.
Well, it's because I was cursed by the shaman because I kept giving him a hard time, you see. And then he put some curse on me, and I'm really 21 years old. But he looks like
he was forced
like
to grow up fast because of the loss of his parents, right, Dave?
Pretty much. Yeah. No, actually, he just lost his parents, actually. I'm not allowed to fight. So what are you going to do? You going to kill us too? You going to use your magic and drop your big bombs of fire everywhere? Go ahead and do it, tough guy. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
No. That's not it at all.
You heard him. Do it. Do it.
We're not going to do that. They are defenseless young children. We will not kill you. We're just here to. I'm here to make sure that you're safe and you can get out.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for your support, Baboonski.
So, the way is clear. You can leave. Is that something that you could do?
Yeah, sure. We're just going to go right out into the wilderness, pal, and get eaten by a bunch of bears. Okay, come on, guys. Let's go ahead and go.
No, you're right. You're right.
No. We're going to go ahead and go because if we don't go, all of your friends are taunting you to kill us. So we're just going to go ahead and leave there, pal. All right?
Well,
Enjoy your nice cloak.
There is a young creature named Lump over there that seems to be fine. Seems to be like a good lad.
Yeah, Forrest Lump. Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, he's as sharp as a balloon. All he does is sit in that bathtub. He doesn't do anything else but sit in that stupid bathtub and sing some music box that he's got. Yeah, thanks a lot. Boy, our lives really are great. We live in this hovel, and now we don't even have any parents, and it's just unbelievable. Just do us a favor and put the axe to our throat, sir.
I'm not. I think I'm not going to kill you. You seem like you could take care of yourself. I'll give you some money. Do you think money would help a little bit?
Sure. Just pay us off now. Yeah, sure.
I'm trying here. You don't happen to have a half brother or something named RC, do you? I think I've met somebody.
No, I don't have any. These are my brothers and sisters in here. This is what's left of us. This is it. Yeah.
All right. Well, we won't trouble you anymore.
Yeah. Thanks. We're just gonna go hang out with Forrest Lump there over in his bathtub. Maybe he'll all let us climb in with him. And all of the orcs, they just gotta go. towards Lump's room. Oh goodness.
I'll yell to Lump. Oh, we found you some pets.
Yeah. So the kids, they leave. They thank you for killing their parents and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was our pleasure.
Yeah, it is. So here's 3 more little rooms down here, Gimbal. As you're kind of looking, there's a room to the south. There's a room to the north, and then it looks like there's also a corridor that kind of bends to the right. And it looks like this room to the south is a very clean room. There's not a lot of rubble like there is in all of the other rooms and whatnot. And there's a bunch of wooden beams or buttresses that are basically supporting this 10-foot wall. And it's clean, but it looks like the buttresses are pretty much going to keep this ceiling from falling in. Now the room to the right, it's strewn with a bunch of rubble, a bunch of shattered bits of furniture, just a bunch of junk. And it looks like this is probably where all of the orc children sleep, because there's a bunch of flea-ridden hay mattresses as well.
Lovely.
Yep. Looks like a bunch of junk just lying lying in there.
I'm gonna start checking through all this rubble.
Okay. The rubble where?
Out beside where the kids are hiding.
Okay. Oh, inside of, yeah. It looks like it ascends up. Like I said, it's about a 20-degree or so incline, but it doesn't look like you can get through. It's sort of like where the ogre was sitting on the other side of this this floor. It's all blocked in. And then over here, where you're at, this is like a small little, looks like a small little storage area, Gimbal. And it's about a 10-foot, basically a alcove inside of the wall. And there's it's lined with a bunch of stone shelves, and the pegs are holding up the walls and whatnot. And, oops, sorry, my phone was going off there. And there's a bunch of spikes, hammers, picks, pulleys, ropes, levers, and all this stuff looks like it would be in good working order. And it looks like there's a bunch of, looks like there's a whole box of iron spikes.
I've got to step away from the computer for just a minute, guys.
Sure.
Sorry.
Let's go ahead and let's take an 8-minute break, and we'll come back at midnight. I can't believe it's already 11:52. Holy cow!
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you have this little niche over here, this little alcove of tools. There's you get a cursory glance, tells you that there's 8 hammers, 7 miner's picks. There's 3 spools of hempen rope at 50 feet per spool. And then there's a box of iron spikes. And there's 23 iron spikes. What's up, Dark Ridge? Good to see you, man.
Well, this is too much for me to carry. Any of you guys need some climbing gear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll dig through and take some stuff.
Okay.
Definitely
Who wants
this.
what?
I want some spikes.
How many spikes do you want? You have spikes on your sheet already?
Yeah, I still have 6 left.
Okay. Just add up to 23. You can take all 23 if you want. They're a pound a piece. Oh, 5 pounds a piece. Wow.
Oh, I don't think
But
I'll
you're a
take that many
big
of them.
burly guy. I mean, you can handle it.
I'll just take 4 more to get back up to 10.
Okay. All right. 19 spikes left. Anybody want a spool of rope? 50 feet of rope? It's hempen. You can smoke that rope.
No, I've already got rope. I'm good.
No hammers, no miner's picks. All right.
Is there any oil in there?
There's no oil.
Okay.
And no song stones either of elvish pressing. All right, adventurers. Let me, in fact, I'm going to give you guys a nice little bonus here for well, not a bunch, but I'm going to give you a little bit of XP for the lump encounter. So you guys will get another 90 apiece. I'll sneak that in there for you.
Well, guys, I think we're done with this level. I want to go upstairs, but first I need to rest and get some of my spells back.
Yes, I agree. I think we should find a good spot and lay low for a good long while.
Should sleep in these kids' beds.
Kick them while they're down, man. I love it. Kick those kids while they're down.
It is a defensible position.
Well, it's good enough for me.
All
This
right,
will work.
so yeah,
I'll
search
send
through
out
stuff.
Dog to stand guard, and then I'll start. I'll go to sleep.
Okay. Someone give me an encounter roll. A D20 encounter roll.
Just D20. I got it.
Just a D20. Now you guys are safe. No
There you go.
encounters. No sniveling kids. No lump. And I'll give you a long rest. It's a new day. So, let's do a roll for your wand of magic missiles there, Gimbal.
All right.
Let's see how many charges you get back.
A wolf reporting too after.
Like I get back 3.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Nice job. So what say you, adventurers? You know where the stairs are to go up to the next level. Huh? Huh?
All right, y'all ready? Is everyone prepared?
Yeah,
Where
let's
are
do
we
it.
going?
Upstairs, we need to find this hammer. That hammer that we found in the statues was not the right one. It crashed when it hit the anvil. We need Dervil's hammer.
Tots is probably clueless as to what the hell am I doing here?
Hey, Tatsa, since we have had a long rest, so just to talk to him for a little bit. So Tatsa, before you were here with the orcs and the ogres and stuff, what were you up to? What were you doing?
Killing
I lived
people,
in the caves with my families.
murdering
They
children.
brought many of us here. Not many of them made it, though.
Ah, so you say you are the last of your group then.
That I know of.
I see. So what was your profession before this unfortunate event happened? What did you do?
People.
I'm known around the rings. I'm good at killing things. Or fighting.
I see. Well, you certainly showed that
Like
in
every other
the
character in D&D. I'm known
excellent
for
technique
killing.
earlier. I'll have to spar with you sometime.
Sounds like a plan.
So did
All
you
right,
guys have
so-
your long rest? Oh, go about that. Go. Sorry about that, Lynn.
No, I'm turning it over to you. Go for it. Yeah.
All right. So as you guys have your long rest, no encounters, you kind of inform Tatsa what's going on, and you go up the stairs. You ascend up a couple flights of stairs to another masoned area. Looks like a spitting identical another place where you've just come from. So as you go up the stairs, you come into the first room. It is there is a rune that's on the floor, but the room is pretty much otherwise empty. And it actually looks like, just taking a glance at this rune, Gimbal, it doesn't even look complete. So it looks like they were in the process of creating the runes on this circle, because this circle is made of hundreds and hundreds of runes. and it doesn't even look like it is completed. And then there is a corridor that is going from where you're at to the west, and it is dark. So whoever is blind with no dark vision, you're going to need some type of seeing device, whether it be a torch or a lantern or a light spell or goggles of night, and you can see that there are a couple of chambers that are kind of splitting off of this main chamber that you're looking down. Now, Lynn, you're half elf, you can see, so you can actually see quite a ways down, and you can see that the hall has a hall going to the north and to the south, and it continues on past your dark vision range at 60 feet.
Okay.
So, going up the stairs, I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, mage armor, gotcha. 8 hours, like that spell. Anger's got light.
Do the ceilings here look as messed up as the ones downstairs?
Yes and no. In the first chamber, the roof wasn't too bad, but it still looked like there were some of the potholes and stuff. But yeah, it looks like this area is also suffering, but not as worse as the first floor, though. I will say that. Not from just coming up here. It doesn't look like it's as bad. But then again, you have an entire level to explore, so, you know.
Sure. So I'll come around to and look around the corner for this first alcove.
All right. So you look around the corner and look 60 feet. You can see that there are several more halls that kind of branch off. There's one on the left, there's one on the right, and this also goes past your dark vision this way as well.
Okay, I'll motion everybody forward to the next one.
All right. You look down here. This looks like this looks like some type of quarters, because when you look inside, you can see that there are some columns in here, and these columns are made of granite as you kind of look into the room, and it looks like the columns are holding up the ceiling, basically. And there's some small cubes or niches that have been carved into all the walls, hold all kinds of like personal belongings, knickknacks and stuff. And there's a bunch of mattresses and blankets. Pretty much an ordinary room, but it looks like there's probably 5 people that sleep in here. There's a bunch of like wooden toys and stuff in here too. The pillars are about 2 foot thick, like a 2 foot circumference. And it looks like a bunch of them are stacked up on one another to reach the ceiling.
Based on the size of the cots and stuff in here, can we tell what lives here? Or at least what size
Sure,
of...
yeah.
lives
You
here?
can tell that both orcs and dwarves live here, and children. And remember, Lump told you down on the first floor that the dwarves live up here anyway. So it would probably be, putting 2 and 2 together, it would probably be male dwarves, female dwarves, and female orcs if they're mating with the orcs.
This place is weird.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Gimble,
Well, they
I
are
agree.
crossbreeding, that's for sure.
Bunch of sickos.
But in desperate times, sometimes,
Survival.
people do things to survive.
Yep.
Well, are we gonna look through anything here? See if we can find those iron coins or something? And I'll start poking around this room. I'm not gonna trash the place, but I am looking for valuables.
Okay, give me an investigation check if you're searching in the room. Now, if they get a 20, I'll give them an iron coin. I'll reward the 20. Nice roll. Close but no cigar. But you just find a bunch of pieces of like marble that are carved into little animals and tchotchkes for kids and stuff. And then there's adults that live in here as well. Clothes and personal belongings and stuff that are in all of the niches.
Okay.
Nothing in here. Give me an investigation check, Cardos. I see you're in there. You can see that the Lynn, as you're taking point going down the hall, the hall ends and it goes north, but before then you see a couple more chambers that go north and south. Cardos, you're just probably enamored with the stench that's in this room from the orcs and the dwarves living together. Nice. All right, so this is about a 10-foot long corridor, Lynn, and then it turns left.
Okay. I'll come to this bottom room first.
All right. Looks like another chamber where the dwarves and the orcs are staying. Almost identical. 4 columns, flea-ridden hay mattresses, personal belongings. You can still go and investigate if you want. Cardus and Ander, both of you guys, as you're moving up this 10-foot long corridor, you get a solid whiff as there's a presence around the corner. Because as you look right to as you kind of glance around the corner, there is a stone chair with a hole carved right in the middle of the seat with an iron chamber pot that's tucked underneath it, and you get a huge whiff of this. And then there's all kinds of like loose rubble around. The walls are cracked, holes in the ceiling. So congratulations, you have found a latrine.
Oh, you're not going to check that, Cardos?
No.
All right, so you're in this room. Give me an investigation check down here, Gimbal, as you're rifling through their belongings.
I already did.
I almost
if
said
you wanna-
bananas. Oh, wow.
I already did.
You lucky dog. You actually rolled a 20. So in the belongings, you find an iron coin.
Woo!
I will reward that critical roll with an iron coin.
Not a magic hammer?
Nope.
Oh.
So you have 2 iron coins now. You are
We
a
do.
lucky dog, yeah. But you just took, of course, some poor dwarf's iron coin that probably has his life savings in there.
Well, he's not here, so oh well.
And
Hey, I
it's not
found
gonna
another
click.
one, guys. Look at this.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Chamber, about 40 feet. There's 2 hallways that branch off to the west.
Hey, did someone search that room? And I point over to the chamber pot area.
It's all you.
You should.
It's all you.
Well, now think about it though. If you
reward
had
in the
treasure to
latrine as
hide
well. I'll retort
at your place of domicile, wouldn't it be a good place to hide it? Because who would want to look in the chamber pot?
Chamber pot.
What's that? I
Well,
didn't hear.
pass over any goods found in there.
I thought I heard him say he wants to look in the chamber pot with an investigation.
I
check.
couldn't hear him.
No, he didn't say that. I was just kidding. His headset broke, so
Nah.
Yeah, Gimble's gonna be very careful, but he's definitely gonna look through here and
I
look
hope he rolls a
underneath the
one.
chamber pot,
Sure.
and he's gonna stay away, but he knows that this is actually a good place to hide loot.
Yeah, it might be. Give me an investigation check as you're checking out the latrine. God, I hope he rolls a one. Nope, you don't find anything. I was
Well, I
hoping you were
find
going to roll a
something,
one.
but nothing.
I was
nothing
hoping you were
valuable.
going to roll a one. Oh boy,
Oh, yeah.
do I ever wish you were going to roll a one.
This one's got corn in it.
I found corn, guys.
I was going to have you find more in corn. All right.
Remember, wash your hands.
I didn't touch anything.
No,
All the way
no.
down. A couple more halls branch off. And then this hall, actually, this corridor goes down about 60 feet and then turns to the south.
I'll sniff and say, what is that smell?
20 feet goes right to the left. East to west. Yeah. What's that smell? Oh, gosh. I do like that. You look down to the south. Another corridor that goes off to the west. And it looks like this corridor veers off to the east. And it curls back around. Someone give me a D20. I think it would be time for a random encounter roll. Somebody give me a D20. Ah ha ha ha! You have an encounter! Who rolled that? Okay. Over here to the left, in this chamber right here, as you're looking down there, Andrew, you see that there is a half-orc, half-dwarf young man, and he's singing. Kind of catches your attention as he's singing. Seems like he's singing a familiar song, actually. It sounds like the same song that Lump was singing.
Ah, little Elvis Presley, huh?
And he hears you say that. And you kind of startle him. You take him by surprise. And he says, "Who are you? Get lost. What are you doing here?"
No. Grit, it's okay. It's okay, Grit.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
We have run into rescued your father, Thord, and also talked to
My
talked
dad?
to Lump
He's
for
alive?
a little bit.
Oh,
Yes,
and Lump,
Thord is alive.
yeah, Lump is a gentle giant. But quickly inside of this room has 5 stone tables, different shapes and sizes, and on each of the table there's sacks of foodstuffs. You can kind of see, fruits and vegetables and grains and stuff. And then as you kind of look and Grit is in there, you see a bunch of just big fat filthy rats just kind of skedaddle all over the place, and one of them's dragging a carrot across the floor. And that's what you see. And then there's several wooden casks in there as well. And you see something pretty nice. You see another one of those iron safes as you peer around the corner, Lynn. And then you have Grit here, and he says, "So my dad's alive? Where's he at? I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him back since the Ambergold estate. How do you know my father?"
Well, we saved him from minotaurs. He was getting roasted by minotaurs, and we saved him. And actually, that's kind of strange because I thought he was headed back here.
Unfortunately, he survived. Oh, but anyways.
Why do you say that, Grit? Are you not on good terms with your father?
He's always so pushy. He expects me to be perfect.
Yeah, you never can satisfy him. I understand. But he does care for you greatly. He's seems to be a good man, dwarf
Really?
man.
He sure has a funny way of showing me that. It's probably just a ruse. What's your name?
I am Lintarm, and these are my companions.
Well, nice to meet you. And he clicks off his music stone. He kind of like just puts it in his palm and like kind of squeezes it and it turns off.
So, Grit,